Three, Diogo Jota, Ronaldo and Bernardo Silva. No changes also for Germany. Kai Havertz, Muller and Gnabry lead the line for them. Kimmich goes in, providing them with Gundogan and Toni Kroos in the middle of the park. A back three of Ginter, Hummels, Rudiger in goal, crossing a century of caps for Germany. Neuer. This is a very important game for him. The last dance. Onus on Germany to make things happen tonight.
It is. They've got to put together a performance. They've got to try and get the win, which isn't going to be easy against a team I think are going to be quite difficult to beat in Portugal. They've got them two holding midfielders, but yeah, I mean everything's on this game right now, and it's interesting to see Law and how they're going to set out in this game. Whether they'll go gung-ho for the win, or whether they'll be a little bit more conservative and try to get themselves into the game.
Seems relaxed over the Joachim Low. Rui Patricio as well. Germany need a point from this, at least. Just a point because of what happened in the previous game. Do you think they will have that in mind or just go out for it?
I think they're going to go into this game to get 3 points for sure. They're playing at home. They have a good side. They need obviously somebody to score, which has not happened. But I think they have that midfield where they can control the match. Even against a team like France, when they played their first game, they controlled the midfield. They had more position as well. It's just that up front to really get that goal was missing. And today I think with as I said, though Portuguese have got good defense line with Ruben Dias, but the experience is there. Just that speed with Pepe might lack it, and that could be a big advantage for Germany. So I definitely see German going into this match thinking of getting 3 points.
At the back we're seeing Bruno and Diogo Jota. United and Liverpool. It's great to see at international level now.
Well, it is, yeah. And this is interesting today because it's going to give Bruno Fernandes the licence to get forward where he didn't have that in the first game. So he'll be, like a number 10 if you like, and he'll be the one that will be gambling into the box. And we've seen him at Manchester United score so many goals and create assists for others. So that'll be the key for me, how he does in that role.
Portugal scored 3 in the opener. Ronaldo with the brace. But in the build-up for this tournament, the German side smashed 7 past Latvia, none in the opener, 6 different goal scorers that night. They would need someone to step up tonight for sure, because getting those 3 points will put them in a great position. Before that, it's time for the national anthem.
तू भी बिटकॉइन? Isn't it complicated?
पता है फुटबॉल इतना पॉपुलर क्यों है? क्योंकि कोई भी खेल सकता है. Buying Bitcoin is as simple.
Seriously?
Yes. All you need is WazirX, India का Bitcoin exchange.
When you pay your credit card bills on Cred, you earn Cred coins.
Seriously?
Yes. All you need is WazirX, India का Bitcoin exchange.
When you pay your credit card bills on Cred, you earn Cred coins.
There you go.
Here's what you spent last month.
This will help with the itching.
Allianz Arena in Munich has seen many fantastic nights over the years for both Bayern and Germany, and the crowd in there, not that young boy, I'm sure, will be hoping for another one for the ages, because Germany need the points. They are under pressure. A win tonight for Germany would see them make it 5-5 in recent competitions against Portugal. Predictions?
I would go for Germany win. I would not go for the scoreline, but I predict there's a red card in this game.
Seeing as I live in Goa and the connection between Goa and the Portuguese, I'm going to go for a Portugal win 2-1.
Wow. Hungary are still in it because of their draw against France. We are almost there. The first half in the company of Simon Brotherton and Andy Townsend.
Destiny for both teams is a lot clearer at the end of this 90 minutes. So, yeah, this should be a really good watch. I'm really enthused about this game.
Well, it's the first time they've met since the World Cup in Brazil in 2014. Germany brushed Portugal aside that day. A hat-trick from Thomas Müller in a 4-0 victory. Pepe got himself sent off, which didn't help Portugal's chances, but it's a very different looking scenario here. Portugal have won their first major tournament since then. And it has been something of a regular fixture at either the Euro or the World Cup in recent times. It's the 6th encounter between the two since Euro 2000. All of them at major championships. Final check of the watch from referee Anthony Taylor, and it is Germany in the white shirts who get this one underway. An early touch for Ginter into İlkay Gündoğan. And here's Rudiger, still playing with that protective mask on after suffering a facial injury in the Champions League semi-final for Chelsea against Real Madrid.
They'll need to be positive from the outset, Germany today. They were a little tentative, I felt, and a bit reluctant in their first 20 minutes against France.
Gozens clips it in towards Kai Havertz. Tried to squeeze the ball in towards Gnabry. Cleared away by William Carvalho. Early tangle there between Havertz and Pepe.
Yeah, so I think we can see already, Simon, that they'll be keen to set the tone for this game, Germany. Take the initiative. As I mentioned, they were second best in the opening period to France, and conceded that scruffy Mats Hummels own goal, never really recovered from that. So they can't afford to be reactive today. They've got to set the tone. I think they've got to get out there and make the running in this game and really test and work that Portuguese back line.
Layoff by Diogo Jota away towards the far side. This is Bernardo Silva. Slight miscue has left the door ajar there potentially.
Lots of little question marks about, I think, the German team at the moment and where they find themselves. They haven't got that definite sitting midfield player that can maybe be a little more destructive when they need to. They've got Kroos and Gundogan, both excellent footballers. Not quite so good without it.
There was also quite a bit of talk in Germany the last few days about Joshua Kimmich, the number 6, whether he was to play in the middle or to stay where he is on the right-hand side.
Yeah, and I think again, there are the little dilemmas that I'm sure Jogi Löw has pondered over long into the night recently, because these are the decisions that are key. This is the team that he's got with and that he's gone with, and it's got to step up for him today.
Here's Gundogan, who did have an outstanding season with Manchester City. Here's Hummels, the player who had the misfortune to score the only goal of the game against France. Off his shin into the back of his own net. To a certain extent, his legacy's on the line a bit in this tournament, isn't it?
It is, and he's been around an awful long time, as has that man. Both of these coaches are vastly experienced.
Yeah, Santos has faced Germany only once before. It was when he was the national coach of Greece, when they lost 4-2 to Germany in the quarter-finals in 2012 in Poland. This is Rudiger into Kroos. They're looking for Kimmich. Support from Matthias Ginter. Gosens. Decent early possession for Germany, but then they had a lot of the play against France. They had 62% of the play in that game and were very much held at arm's length by the world champions. First touch for Thomas Müller. Here's Kimmich. Both of them, of course, playing on familiar territory as Bayern Munich players. Gundogan. Here's Müller. Just a little bit loose, enabling the challenge to come in from Guerrero, but Ginter sends it in. Oh, it was a delightful looking ball, and it's a perfect start for Germany. Gosens at the far side, stealing in beyond the far post. Germany lead inside the opening 5 minutes. Portugal's players complain.
As soon as the ball went in the back of the net, the Portuguese players immediately rushed to Anthony Taylor. They're complaining of a handball here in the build-up. That little handball there hit the hand of Thomas Müller. You can see there Serge Gnabry is slightly offside. He does attempt to play that ball. There's a lot of things for VAR to check here. That's the first one. Is that classed as handball? Not in my opinion.
There's not a lot that Müller could have done about it. His hand was not in an unnatural position.
I agree, and that's very, very unfair. I think should that be penalised. However, the fact that Serge Gnabry was in an offside position and made a deliberate attempt to try and play the ball, I think that's slightly different as well. Yeah.
So Germany do not have the goal that they thought they'd scored. And it stays goalless. But nonetheless, that will be good for their confidence.
Yes.
And it was an acrobatic effort from Gosens, wasn't it?
An excellent finish, Simon, from Gosens. Really good finish, that. I mean, that was not easy to even attempt that from where it was, but he finished it beautifully. But it's been a bright, positive start. It's exactly what they needed.
Very much so, as it's chased by Serge Gnabry. They're headed down by Ruben Dias. But it's all Germany here in the opening minutes. Collected by Kimmich. Looking to switch the play and move it away from some of the dense traffic on the near side. Rudiger back into Toni Kroos.
And I think you can understand now that they just wish to keep the ball and keep asking questions, keep finding players like Gnabry in that little pocket.
Gnabry causing all manner of difficulty. That was Ruben Dias going to ground safely into the gloves of Rui Patricio.
Yeah, nice work that from Gnabry. Jinkin wriggling run in the box, always a nightmare for defenders. You have to make sure you stay on your feet, don't go to ground too quickly. In the end, that ball back is just safely into the arms of Rui Patricio.
But they're just looking to slow things down a little bit, take the early sting out of it.
Happy to have the ball, Simon. Haven't seen it since kick-off, really. Certainly Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, these guys haven't hardly had a touch yet.
Now, almost an opportunity there for Bruno Fernandes, but the flag up very quickly on the far side of the field. And not too much doubt about that one.
And I do think, I'll be honest, I think the flag should go up a little bit quicker in situations like that, when it's a real blatant offside.
Yeah, we did have the ultimate case of that, didn't we, in the opening match that Hungary played, where they scored and the player was clearly offside. Although we've had some good officiating here at this tournament on the whole, some excellent refereeing. Rudiger happy to leave it to Gundogan. Bright and breezy start from Germany.
What we saw in the game against France, they went square backwards an awful lot. What they're trying to do today already is a couple of short passes, and then they're looking forward. They're trying to find Thomas Muller, trying to find Havertz in those little pockets of space. You can see Gnabry has dropped right off the front line, so there's plenty of rotation there as well.
Inter's been pushing well forward, as well as the right player in the three at the back.
Yeah, there's the offside. Clearly you can see Serge Gnabry there, he's slightly offside. Anthony Taylor again, good work from all of the officials.
Germany venturing forward once more. Kai Havertz brings the save from Rui Patricio. Gnabry is there, staying on his feet. And Portugal survive, but they still cannot get the ball away. It's with Gundogan once more for Germany. Kroos, Ginter once more, well forward out wide. This is Muller, and the bounce fell kindly there for Danilo, who was able to get the ball away, and Portugal have a free kick.
Happy to get a breather, Portugal. 4 or 5 white shirts in the box there when that cross come in. Really good play, good pressing, squeeze in and winning the ball back. Then, great stop, and I thought here Serge Gnabry might just go down under the challenge there from Rui Patricio. He stayed on his feet, to his credit. Portugal scramble it clear, but desperation with their defending in these early moments.
Away via William Carvalho, collected by Ronaldo. This is Danilo. Portugal will be just glad to get their foot on the ball. Forward by Guerreiro. Diogo Jota losing out this time. Kroos. Just got away from Havertz, who was challenged by Rafael Guerreiro.
Yeah, fantastic ball out, actually, to Kai Havertz there. If his first touch had been a little better, he'd have been immediately on the front foot.
It's an urgent pace to the play from Germany here. Here's Kroos. That's nicely done. Gosens into the byline. Shot coming in from Kroos. Really important block there by Ruben Diaz. And away comes Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Jota.
Well, it's everything Jogi Löw would have wanted from his players this start. Simon, it's been excellent. Really, really authoritative and really controlled in possession. Excellent stuff.
And Gosens getting well forward and getting to the byline, which we didn't see so much in the first game.
Absolutely, we didn't see enough of that. think we've seen a couple of times already that big switch from Kimmich out to right across the pitch to the left-hand side to Gosens.
Kimmich finding Havertz. Here's Müller. Havertz covered by Guerrero. That's good defending. Danilo with a chance to get it away, and that was Gundogan pressing on the edge of the penalty area. And cool-headed figure of Ruben Diaz gets it away. They've certainly got a bag of experience and solidity at the back, Portugal. Rui Patricio winning his 95th cap today. You've got Pepe in there, 117 caps at 38, his 4th Euro. And also Ruben Diaz, who really helped to transform Manchester City's defence this season. But the shot comes in from Thomas Müller, and it's a comfortable save.
Again, long diagonal pass, finding Kimmich. This time, in behind that line, bends his run. May have been just offside. May have been. The nice strike again from Thomas Müller, easily, comfortably saved.
Ruben Diaz forward, collected by Ronaldo. Not the best of clearances from Rui Patricio, and it goes towards Gnabry. Can't find Havertz. Danilo initially getting his head to it. Kimmich picking up the loose pieces. Müller sliding in and doing rather well. Pepe makes the challenge. It's behind for a corner.
So much more urgency about Germany. It's a really good start, this. Now, when you're having good spells in big football matches, you've got to make the most of it. You have to make it count. So at some point, these good situations, they've got to turn them into really good chances.
Delivery from Toni Kroos. That was Ronaldo who got his head on the ball there, and there he is racing through the middle as Bernardo Silva brings the ball forward. Support from Bruno Fernandes alongside him. It's into Diogo Jota. Good chance here for Portugal. Ronaldo! The perfect counter-attack from Portugal. And their record-breaking goal scorer is there once again when it matters. Another day, another goal. Portugal threatening for the very first time in the match. And it was a lethal breakaway.
Fabulous football. Just looking at the run of Diogo Jota, just to make sure, is he offside? Yeah, he's onside. He's onside. He's absolutely onside. He's good to go. Ronaldo then holds his run and makes sure he's behind him. That's a stunning counter-attacking goal, that is, from Portugal. They've had to defend that in their own box, and then they very, very quickly travelled up the field and executed that beautifully. Really good play.
Well, a special team goal tucked away by their most special player. Cristiano Ronaldo scores his 12th goal at a Euro finals, extending the all-time record.
Incredible. After the start Germany have made to this game, first time, the very first time Portugal have a chance to commit men forward on the counter-attack, they punish them. That is a real blow, Simon. That is to the confidence of this German team and to everything that they're trying to achieve today. That's a massive blow, because they started the game really well, but they were just slow to react from that corner.
Well, it was a stunning breakaway goal from Portugal. Ronaldo's 107th international goal, too short of the record held by the Iranian player Ali Daei. Nelson Semedo with the throw. Soaked up the early barrage.
Yeah.
And then Germany was stung. Müller was looking for Havertz. Kroos wins it back. Gnabry has the ball. Safely seen behind.
It's a different role for Serge Gnabry. He's kind of on the move and roaming around, dropping off the front line a little bit more. But this man is incredible. Lovely switch from Bernardo Silva to Diogo Jota, who then takes it on his chest, draws Manuel Neuer, and then just slides it across the 6-yard box. And Ronaldo has scored many for his country. He may not have scored an easier one.
Here's Kroos. Hummels, who I think sort of sending it forward here this time, and it's straight into Rui Patricio. I was about to say for Mats Hummels, it's a bit of like out of the frying pan and into the fire. Had Kylian Mbappe to keep an eye on the other day,
yeah.
And now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
A good strike from Gosens. That one, Rui Patricio's able to fend that one pretty easily. But all you can do as the German team is just carry on. So you take the disappointment on the chin and you just keep playing, which is exactly what they're doing. I mean, I haven't seen Pepe and Ruben Diaz anywhere close to the halfway line yet.
No, it's been all hands on deck, hasn't it, for a lot of the time. Ruben Diaz holds Havertz at bay, and it was just clipped there by the German forward. Well, he had a key role in the goal, didn't he, Bernardo Silva?
There you go. You're seeing it now. Off that right side, just chops in on his left foot, then clips that ball beautifully over the top of Kai Havertz. It was who tried to get back. And then Ronaldo's just got to make sure he's behind Diogo Jota. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant football, that.
Straight onto the head of Hummels. It's Bernardo Silva closing in rapidly on Neuer.
Yeah, I'm sure Ginter was absolutely aware of Bernardo Silva.
Havertz won the header, and Ruben Diaz in swiftly on Serge Gnabry. Ronaldo is Bruno Fernandes. Now Nelson Semedo. Pepe. Pepe still getting the job done at the top level. He was outstanding, wasn't he, on the night when Porto knocked Juventus out of the Champions League?
Yes, he was. Oh, he's a fantastic competitor, Pepe. He really is. Every now and again, he can be a little rash and make some strange decisions for a centre-half, but no, you can't doubt his pedigree.
Kroos. Looks like he's finding his feet again now, Toni Kroos. He missed the back end of the season in Spain, suffering from COVID-19. But this is his third game back in a fairly short space of time, and already seeing more of the ball earlier in the game. Cristiano Ronaldo's goal, quarter of an hour in. The perfect counter-attack.
Wasn't it just brilliant stuff? No reason for Jogi Löw to panic, although I'm sure already he will also be thinking about, at some point, certainly not in the first half, but at some point he's got to affect what's going on out there. If it stays the same way, the only way he can do that is by changes from the bench. And
well, he did say that, didn't he, in the hour before the match? He was saying, there's no way that the players that he sends out as an 11 will be able to go the full 90. He will need to make changes, and he will need the changes that he makes to be decisive or to have a noticeable impact.
Yeah, because it's so hot, he also might have to think of a tactical one or two maybe before that.
Well, I couldn't quite find Gosens there, and Hummels under pressure from Ronaldo. Keeps it away from Rudiger. That was brilliant. Bruno Fernandes sends it into Diogo Jota. Deflection off Kimmich. Well, he's got a fair old wingspan, hasn't he, Manuel Neuer? But even he couldn't quite get to that one before they ventured over the byline.
Lovely skill from Ronaldo. But he looks the other way as well.
Silva with the corner. Portugal threatening again here, and it's right across the face of the goal and into the side netting of Bruno Fernandes, but it was Ruben Diaz getting up.
What a chance that is, Simon. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't just go for goal. Maybe he's trying to, I'm not sure. But where he is there, no, he's actually trying to cushion that back for Pepe, I think. Go for goal. So close. I think if he heads that down hard into the floor, that gives Neuer a big problem.
This is Rudiger. Gone over the touchline on the near side.
Nations such as Germany, then they will obviously utilise the counter-attack and Germany have got, and it clearly showed on that yeah, it was a little bit basic, that, wasn't it, from the Chelsea start. So Portugal free kick. Bruno Fernandes and Rafa Guerreiro stand over the ball. Left-footed and right-footed options here. They're weighing up how they can best get this one into the penalty area without Manuel Neuer maybe intervening. And over it as the referee blows the whistle. Guerrero puts it in, left-footed towards the back post. Heads go up and it's Rudiger and defenders, and yeah, he did about 15 yards. Portugal 1, Germany 0. Again with Gundogan. Kroos. Danger. Decent ball in by Kimmich, but Patricio showed good handling. Here's Bruno Fernandes with a neat turn, but he gets dispossessed there by a trailing leg from Gundogan, who's got the ball now, 30 yards out. Works it across to Gosens, who looks up, tries to deliver an early cross. It's going to be volleyed away by Bruno Fernandes from the edge of the penalty area, up towards Ronaldo. Nice layoff towards Bernardo Silva, but Kroos beat him to it. And Rudiger also on the scene to tidy up for Germany. Long ball forward from Kroos, looking for Gosens at full stretch, couldn't keep it in, and it goes out for a Portugal throw-in, and a bit of a breather as well. Because the tempo was always going to drop, wasn't it, after that incredible start we had to the game. But I think there are quite sweltering conditions out there in Munich as well.
Yeah, it looks like it. The crowd are all bathed in sun, of course, in the stands in the Allianz Arena. Not too much of the pitch is covered in sun, is it? But still doesn't affect the fact that the heat will be absolutely blazing there in Germany. And as you say, the pace has slowed down a bit, which I think has helped Toni Kroos more than anybody in a Germany shirt. It's allowing him to just settle on the ball and try and play that quarterback role. He just played that ball to Kimmich on the right-hand side, didn't he? And if he gets into the game, then that could cause Portugal some problems at the back as he picks out those spaces.
Yeah, Muller, high ball towards the back post. Havertz is there, volleys it back towards the penalty spot. Ruben Dias wins the next header. Portugal got so many players back, it's going to be hard for Germany to pick them apart in this manoeuvre. Headed clear by Bruno Fernandes, gets good distance on it. Rudiger swaps passes with Gundogan. Now it's a bit of head tennis, flicked forward by Ginter. Kimmich goes up, beats Guerrero over the top. It then drops towards Muller, flicks it inside. Here Gnabry onto his right foot, looks to pull the trigger, but the challenge comes in. I think it was a foul by Gnabry actually on Ruben Dias as he was about to clear the ball, and the free kick's been given Portugal's way.
Looked to me as if it was both players jumped in for the ball, didn't they? I think Dias got there first. Just see a replay as Gnabry just slightly overran the ball.
Yeah,
he just catches him on the top of the ankle, so sore on that, won't it?
Yeah, Ruben Dias was sort of anticipating the contact and tried to protect himself in the challenge, but Gnabry's momentum took him into his ankles, and the referee, Anthony Taylor, gave the Portuguese a free kick. Easy decision, really, that for him. They always go with the defending team in those situations at like 50-50s, don't they? It was just on the edge of the penalty area, so choice between defensive free kick or penalty. I think the referee's always going to go defensive free kick.
Yeah, absolutely. And if my information serves me right, Simon, it's 31 degrees in Munich.
That's pretty hot. No wonder that they had that cooling break a few minutes ago. There'll be another one in the second half, I'm sure. It's cleared by Germany up towards Havertz, who falls in heat. Then it's played forward, flicked on by Muller, but not close enough to Gnabry as it's cleared by Portugal now. Players still down in midfield for Portugal, in a crumpled heap. Actually, it might be
Pepe.
Pepe. What was he doing up there? Yeah, it's the veteran. It was in the challenge with Havertz, and you've noted a couple of times he's put himself about a bit, hasn't he, Kai Havertz? And he's clattered into Pepe there. A little bit of a reckless one. Both players have gone down, but I think it's Havertz's knee or some part of his foot that's gone into Pepe's thigh.
Yeah, the Germans won the ball back instantly, didn't they, and tried to counter-attack forward. And I think that the age and the wisdom of Pepe said, let's just stay down and hope that the play gets brought back. But Portugal tried to play forward on the left-hand side, didn't they, with Rafael Guerrero? But then as soon as he lost the ball, the Germans had to put it out.
Yes, some drummers in the crowd trying to generate some atmosphere. But yeah, it's always an interesting one, isn't it? A player goes down and the team that are losing the game try to play on. The team that are winning the game are saying, no, you put the ball out for us. So
because he had a thigh problem, he's played all of the games in all of those tournaments.
Deal with those situations.
So
head injury,
I don't think he'll be heading off in this one.
Well, he's a warrior as well. He likes to compete, doesn't he? You know, he likes the heat of the battle on a football field. That's a lot of what his game's all about, so he won't shy away from that.
Well, here we go once more, and Pepe just waiting for the signal to come back on. Momentarily, Portugal down to 10. Semedo snapping at the heels of Robin Gosens. This is Kroos, and now Gundogan. Hummels. Can Germany find a route back into the game in the last 13 minutes or so of the first half and score their first goal of the tournament? This is Matthias Ginter. He was looking for Gnabry, headed away by Nelson Semedo.
Again, Portugal happy to get pretty much everybody back behind the ball, sit there, defend deep, just force Germany from side to side across the field.
Kroos. Gosens unable to return the ball. Bernardo Silva into William Carvalho, neat and tidy. Ronaldo leaving it to Bruno Fernandes. What a lovely pass. Threat from Bernardo Silva, ultimately tidied up by Antonio Rudiger.
Lucky, great ball from Bruno Fernandes to find Bernardo Silva, wasn't it? Just when he tried to step inside, Mats Hummels, the defender, just came out on top. But again, as soon as they win the ball, Portugal very quickly trying to exploit Germany.
Muller's got Kimmich on the outside. Havertz and Gnabry in the centre. Gosens sends it back in, and Havertz is there. Germany back level. And the man who scored the only goal of the Champions League final brings Germany level in Munich.
Well, on the balance of play, they deserve to be on level terms, don't they? And Kai Havertz just gets himself into a good area. That's what good players do. Get yourself along that 6-yard line and something might drop for you. The ball just might come your way. The strike from Gosens is obviously, attempted on target. He doesn't quite get it right, but he fires it right across that 6-yard line, and Kai Havertz just takes a chance, just steps into an area, and it just flashes past Rui Patricio. Own goal? Maybe. He looked close. It could be. Whether or not there was an initial touch from Kai Havertz, it might have even gone in off Ruben Diaz in the end.
For the time being, it's been officially credited to Kai Havertz, but whatever, it's 1-1. And Germany break again now with Thomas Müller, and Pepe comes across and steps in and then stays on the floor.
Well, he certainly catches him, doesn't he, on the top of his foot. Here's the goal again. It's a great ball across, it really is, and well played Kai Havertz for just getting in that danger area.
Here come Portugal once again. Well, this one's shaping up nicely, isn't it?
Very nicely.
It's going to be an own goal, I think, of Ruben Diaz. There was the conclusive evidence, and Kai Havertz will not be able to claim that one.
Yep, unfortunate for Ruben Diaz. We've had a few own goals already, haven't we, in the tournament? We have, but impressive play that again from Germany, and now they're back where they feel they should be, back on level terms and dictating the play once more.
Yeah, Mats Hummels will certainly know how he feels after what happened to him against France on Tuesday night. But you're right, given the play that they've had, Germany certainly deserve to be level at least at the moment. 4th own goal of the tournament already. Well, they'll be feeling a little happier now.
Certainly will.
Ginter just ducking underneath that one, safely seeing it out of play. Rudiger. Stadium's bouncing again, following that equalising goal. Ginter. Here's Havertz. Now Kimmich.
Both wing-backs been prominent, haven't they?
Yeah, Gosens getting on the end of that one from Rudiger. Muller at the second attempt in towards Havertz. Kimmich's there. Oh, and it's gone in. It's another own goal. And this time it goes in off Guerrero. What a turnaround. 2 own goals in quick succession have Germany in front.
Great football from Germany. I just mentioned there the 2 wing-backs. I'm just thinking that I've seen Gosens a lot. I've seen Kimmich a lot. And both of them, again, are involved here. Now, is Gosens offside? He could be. He could well be offside there. I think it looks like he was. But again, good numbers in the box. When it eventually comes to Joshua Kimmich, he's got a bit of composure, knocks it back, and it's bundled over the line. But I've got a feeling Gosens is offside.
Yeah, are Germany going to have a goal chalked off for offside for the second time in this first half? Gosens may have ventured a little too far forward too quickly.
But we mentioned that the fact that it was a conservative approach against France. Tonight they've been ultra positive. They really have.
And they have Portugal rattled here.
They certainly do.
Anxious wait for Cristiano Ronaldo and his teammates. The check is over. And away we go at 2-1. What a remarkable turnaround. And here comes Havertz once more, looking to cause further mischief deep inside Portugal's penalty area.
Well, I've no idea the way that Portugal are setting about with their defensive work here. They're just backing off, dropping away deeper and deeper, and they're allowing Germany to pick the ball up and run at them.
Treatment required for Thomas Muller.
Again, it's so casual, really sloppy work that. William Carvalho it was, heading it back to nobody. Ruben Diaz then drops back, and Kai Havertz it is who has a shot.
It was Pepe who caught Thomas Muller there on the edge of the 6-yard box. That's why Muller's on the ground. Just watch there as he clatters into his shoulder. Well, Muller looks as if he's fine. And away we go once more. And this is a really rocky spell for Portugal.
Isn't it? Don't want to concede again. Certainly not before half-time.
Tony Kroos once more for Germany. Rudiger getting up well.
Yeah, under pressure, lots of red shirts around Antonio Rudiger. Don't think he quite sees that until the last second, and Can't direct that header on target, but well, Portugal have got to try and get Bruno Fernandes involved in the game a bit more. Haven't seen too much of him. We've seen some nice work from Diogo Jota, Bernardo Silva, and of course Ronaldo applying the finishing touch, but we haven't seen anything of Bruno Fernandes up to now. I think he needs to come to the party as quick as he can, really.
Here come Germany once more. Kai Havertz still officially being accredited with the first German goal, but it certainly looked as if it came off Ruben Diaz.
Didn't it? Yeah. I think the celebration as well from Havertz kind of indicated to me...
Or lack of.
Yeah, exactly. That maybe it was Ruben Diaz who had knocked that one in, we'll see.
Yeah, it will be an own goal for Ruben Diaz, I'm sure. That'll be confirmed shortly, but it's the first time ever there have been 2 own goals in a single match at the finals of the European Championship. Here come Portugal, looking to get back level before half-time. Cristiano Ronaldo, how about that for a pass? Diogo Jota takes it in his stride, forced out wide and held up by Kimmich, and the flag goes up anyway.
It was a great ball from Ronaldo, wasn't it? Great vision. He has a little look over his shoulder there, and unfortunately for Diogo Jota, he can't check the run and stay on side. The idea was right.
How close was that?
Well, I knew it was going to be very close.
Well, Rafael Guerreiro has scored at both ends of the field in the opening 2 matches. Gundogan. Germany finishing this half really strongly. Joshua Kimmich in towards Müller. It falls at the feet of Havertz. There's a threat every time. He gets the ball, goes and sends it in. Kimmich tries to get there. It's cleared away by William Carvalho. Here's Bruno Fernandes looking for Bernardo Silva, beautifully controlled. And Portugal now venturing forward in numbers. It's Pepe popping up on the right wing of all people.
Antonio Rudiger furious with his teammates there. Again, not recovering quick enough. Germany having to had to work so hard to get themselves back in front in this game. Must take care before half-time.
Bernardo Silva. It's an easy header away for Hummels.
The wing-backs have been the key to it all, Simon, so far. They've had to work really hard, but I think Gosens and Joshua Kimmich have caused Portugal a lot of problems. The switch of play has always been on, and they've really made the most of the space. Those wing-backs are getting high up the field.
Ronaldo. Portugal will have the free kick as we go into added time at the end of the opening half. We'll have a minimum of 3 minutes. Good contest between these two. Debate as to whether they're going to go for plan A or B. 2 players from either side of Manchester. Fernandes sending it in, Havertz with the header, and Gnabry with the awareness to allow it to drop so that Manuel Neuer can get his gloves on the ball.
Really good first half. Very impressed with the way Germany have responded, reacted to the real disappointment of going behind. They didn't let it faze them. They just dusted themselves down, picked it up and got on with the job, and they've done very well, really well.
This is Ginter looking for Gnabry, collected by Danilo, now Ruben Diaz. Nelson Semedo. Almost gave the ball away there to Thomas Müller.
It's a little short, that pass there from Nelson Semedo.
Was causing some real anxiety at the back there for his team. Ruben Diaz, now it's with Guerrero. Away from Kimmich. Rides the challenge of Muller. Diogo Jota. Nice little ball there from William Carvalho. Here's Bruno Fernandes, away by Mats Hummels. Bernardo Silva. I was about to say great feet from Bernardo Silva, but it's not such a great pass. Germany breaking here in added time at the end of the first half with Serge Gnabry. It's still going. It's Gnabry. Rui Patricio makes the save. Muller forced to chase. Kimmich now looks for Gnabry again. Ruben Diaz with the header away. And Portugal survive a moment of real anxiety right at the end of the first half.
He's played well, Serge Gnabry. He's a really dangerous, excellent game of football.
Really good half of football. Joachim Löw's team have the advantage at the break. Ronaldo put Portugal ahead after a quarter of an hour. It was the perfect counter-attacking goal after a great start by the hosts, but 2 own goals in under 5 minutes from Ruben Diaz and Rafael Guerrero have turned the game on its head. Germany have been much better than in their opening match against France, and they have the advantage at the break. Good game this. Portugal 1, Germany 2 at half-time.
To be Bitcoin. Isn't it complicated?
पता है फुटबॉल इतना पॉपुलर क्यों है? क्योंकि कोई भी खेल सकता है. Buying Bitcoin is as simple.
Seriously?
Yes. All you need is WazirX, India का Bitcoin exchange.
When you
how high and wide they are, the two wing backs. You can see Kimmich at the top of the screen. That's a really ambitious position to start with, and of course what it does for the Portuguese fullbacks, they're not quite sure where to go. In fact, they don't want to go anywhere, which is why, as I mentioned, we hadn't seen Semedo or Guerrero really at the top of the field. They've got to try and get up there and do more of that. They'll only be able to do that, Simon, if the likes of Danilo and William Carvalho, Bruno Fernandes start dominating the ball a bit more. It's still Germany setting the agenda here.
There's a pinpoint pass there from Rudiger, and Gosens is looking for Gnabry, headed away by Ruben Diaz. Nelson Semedo in the general direction of Cristiano Ronaldo. There's time for Rudiger. Here's Hummels. Hummels and Thomas Müller back at the heart of operations for Germany, having been left out for 2.5 years or so by Joachim Löw.
I think that the Germans have always been prepared to turn the team over and bring younger players through. There's always a need for that, but then sometimes you do that at the expense of very good experienced boys.
Müller combining well with Kimmich. This is a really good approach here from Germany. Gosens sends it in, and it's a wonderful goal to start the second half. And this time Kai Havertz will be able to claim it. 3-1 Germany. They're answering plenty of questions in this one.
Too easy. Fernando Santos, I'm afraid, is seeing his team stretched and then picked apart too often. They look like they're in a good shape there, but look at the right-hand side of the picture. Gosens again, who I think has been the most influential player probably on the field. He's got himself in a great situations, holds his run, as does Kai Havertz. Brilliant ball across the 6-yard line and beautifully finished. Excellent work again once more. Portugal can't cope with the shape of the German team and I think the intensity with which they're playing.
Well, it's a goal of real quality from Germany's point of view. And Havertz, who has not been without his critics during the season in England with Chelsea, and indeed after the opening match against France, has certainly answered them today.
Yep, that's always been, I think, a lot of people always said that he scores goals in Germany, he had done in Germany. He's got lunging in there, a bit unnecessary, but he's got a habit and a knack of being in good areas, in good situations as that ball arrives in the box.
Got the big goal in the Champions League final as well.
Indeed. He did. Yeah, his season wasn't easy for him at Chelsea, but certainly, it finished beautifully for him, didn't it, with the Champions League final, and it looks like it's getting better again now.
And it was his birthday last week. He's had a great month.
He's had a good while. He's had a good spell.
Some game, this. Still plenty of it left. What response will we get from the current holders, the defending champions, Portugal? Of course, already have 3 points in the bag following their opening day win against Hungary. There's Diogo Jota. Was he caught there by Toni Kroos? I think he was. Anthony Taylor was certainly superbly placed to see it.
Saying he didn't do anything there, Toni Kroos, but I thought he looked like he just caught Guerrero as he went forward. Oh no, he didn't. Sorry, Diogo Jota. He didn't. He went to ground.
It was a jarring challenge from Christian Ginter. Matthias Ginter. Well, we've seen that pose before. Cristiano Ronaldo sends it whistling past Manuel Neuer.
Struck it well, but he drove that one. Normally Ronaldo, he likes to hit through them, then he wants to see that dip at the last moment back under the bar. Doesn't get that. That one's rising all the way, no problem.
Away off the boot of Matthias Ginter, who just skips clear of Ruben Diaz and Serge Gnabry, who's absolutely full of running today.
He's got the freedom to roam, hasn't he, as I mentioned in the first half, and he looks really good, so much better for that. He's not just a target man, he's roaming all along that front line everywhere. It makes him really difficult to pick up.
Hummels in quickly on Ronaldo. Back with Ginter. Guerrero cuts out the clearance of Manuel Neuer. Here's William Carvalho. Now Renato Sanchez, who is an integral part of the Lille side that have just won Ligue 1 in France, finishing ahead of Paris Saint-Germain. Seen a reasonable amount of the ball after coming on at half-time as well so far. Guerrero. Ronaldo into Renato Sanchez. Good possession from Portugal. Patient play. Can they create something with it? Renato Sanchez into Diogo Jota, looking for Ronaldo. Just really important challenge there, tracking back. And Gundogan has the ball into Gnabry.
It was good play from Portugal, nice and patient, as you mentioned, Simon, there, and just that final ball into Ronaldo's feet. That's what they're looking for on the edge of the box. As you know full well, he'll have a good first touch and he'll get his shots away, always prepared to take the responsibility, whatever the angle, wherever the situation.
Gosens is in a lot of space on the near side if they switch the play. This is Ginter, now Serge Gnabry. Loose from Ginter, and he's lucky that it falls at the feet of his defensive colleague Antonio Rudiger. Gosens been waiting on the near side. Kroos, metronomic passer of the ball. Gundogan. Gnabry looking for Havertz.
When you see Germany playing with intensity and with some confidence, they're useful. So many people coming into the tournament saying they're not quite ready, that they're not there. This isn't the best group of German players that we've seen, but they're still looking pretty capable here.
Yeah, they were cautious in the first game, perhaps overly so, although you can understand it up against the world champions in the opening game. Gundogan floating it forward, good running by Gosens again. Doesn't quite come off this time, but he's been much more of an offensive threat in the second game.
Again, I think he's been excellent, really good. Time for a change for Portugal.
Yeah, Rafa Silva of Benfica is going to come on at 19 minutes off the bench against Hungary. William Carvalho, the player to make way.
Yeah, when you're down, 2 goals down, you don't need 2 sitters. You know, so with William Carvalho and Danilo, don't need them in there. So going to readjust the shape a little bit. We'll see exactly which way they're going to go about it, but they need something a little more offensive-minded.
Diogo Jota leaving it for Ronaldo. He'll take the return. Down he goes under the challenge of Mats Hummels. And away come Germany. In towards Gnabry. And Pepe full stretch able to get there first, found enough speed in his legs.
Yeah, good defending that from Pepe. Interesting. At the other end of the field, it's a kind of lukewarm appeal, wasn't it? From Diogo Jota. Tried to chop and twist and turn. Mats Hummels in the box, went to ground, but...
It was Rafa Silva who lost the ball in midfield there, the substitute who's just come on. Muller, who just relishes occasions such as these. He scored a hat-trick against Portugal the last time the two teams met in Brazil. He's certainly got a bit of history up against Pepe, who was sent off in the first half of that game. Gundogan, now Kroos. Much more like the sort of performance we've seen for Germany over the years. Joshua Kimmich now, look at the white shirts flitting around the penalty area, and it's number 4, and Gosens nods it home. And the champions are being thumped. Beaten in their first match. Germany firing on all cylinders in their second.
Lovely goal again. Really good work. Excellent one-touch play. Eventually the ball comes out to Joshua Kimmich, takes his time, picks a pass to the far post, and Robin Gosens just says thank you very much and just buries that one to give them a 3-goal cushion. But Portugal being beaten always up here. They're being outthought, and the quality from the Germans is far superior. Really, really good goal again.
Well, the way this game's going, the bad news for Portugal is that we've still got half an hour to play. Gosens denied by a correct but narrow offside call in the first half, not denied this time. The Atalanta player who scored his first goal for Germany a week before the tournament started now has his second. And here comes the change. Marcel Halstenberg is going to come on, the RB Leipzig player, to replace Gosens. And just listen to the ovation.
Outstanding performance from Gosens. Really, really good. So positive right from the get-go.
Emre Can is also going to come on as Halstenberg takes his place on the left-hand side of Germany's defence. And İlkay Gundogan is the man to be replaced by Emre Can, who came off the bench in the first game, had the last 3 minutes or so against France. He'll get a little bit longer this time.
Yeah, with a 3-goal cushion now you can make those changes to save energy, rest legs, introduce other guys that haven't had too much time. It's Mats Hummels. Looks like it was coming off there instead of İlkay Gundogan.
So Hummels gets the chance to rest his legs for the final half an hour of the match.
That was that tumble in the box from Diogo Jota. Well, he thought he might have had a penalty, nothing doing. Nice situation for Halstenberg and for Emre Can to walk into.
Well, what a day for Germany so far. 4 goals in this match. And who knows what the score will be by the end of the game. The way that they're playing, they're posing a threat every time they venture forward at the moment.
Certainly are.
Renato Sanchez. There's Bruno Fernandes.
Emre Can has gone into the middle of those 3 central defenders. Halstenberg coming out on the left side to replace Gosens.
Here's Nelson Semedo. It's certainly the first time that Portugal have ever conceded 4 goals in a match at the European Championship. And Bruno Fernandes is going to be replaced here by João Moutinho.
That pretty much says no more. We don't want to concede anymore. I think Bruno Fernandes never really got involved in the game.
Well, it's certainly a tight-looking group. F certainly promised much. It looked competitive, and that's how it's proving to be. In real time at the moment, France lead the group with 4 points. Germany in second place on 3 as it stands. Portugal third with 3, and Hungary with a solitary point which they collected from a very creditable draw earlier today against France. There's certainly a different mood in Munich to the one encountered in recent days, where there was a lot of soul-searching and discussion about the way forward and about whether Germany really could cut it against front-runners in the tournament.
Yeah. Well, they've just given everybody a timely reminder today of what they're about.
Here's Pepe. And to Nelson Semedo. Touch for João Moutinho, 133rd cap for him. Made his international debut 16 years ago. Still going strong in the Premier League with Wolves. Cristiano Ronaldo down under the challenge of Havertz. He receives a yellow card.
Quite right for that challenge. Never catching Cristiano Ronaldo there. The intent was to prevent him from maybe getting into a shooting position.
Havertz, the first player to have his name taken in the match today. Almost 3/4 of the way through the game. It's an awkward-looking one. Ronaldo is there, and it's put in by Diogo Jota. And it's 4-2.
That's a soft goal. That shouldn't happen. It just allowed that ball to drift right across the 6-yard line, and I think the German players are too static. They're all watching it. No, they're all onside. And they've allowed Ronaldo, who never gave it up. Credit Cristiano Ronaldo there, because that ball's awkward to try and cut back. He loops that over Neuer. It would probably have gone in anyway.
Well, it's still a sizable deficit, but Portugal have perhaps just given themselves the smallest glimmer of hope of coming back in the game. A 6-goal thriller in Group F as they just check for a potential offside.
I thought they looked like they were okay when that ball was delivered. There, I can't see a red shirt in front of anybody. I think there, it's just did Jota touch that to Ronaldo? Did he get anything on that? I don't think he does. I'm not sure he touches that. Of course, if he does touch it, Ronaldo is offside. If he doesn't, I think the goal stands. Looking at that, Simon, it didn't look like he made any contact with that.
And indeed, the goal stands.
Yep.
It is 4-2. So Portugal, maybe they're not quite finished yet in this game. Still a long way back for them.
That will put a spring in their step for what's left in the game. Where are we? 22 minutes plus whatever the referee decides to add on. So there's still plenty of time to create a couple more situations.
Here's João Moutinho, the ball at his feet. What sort of delivery will it be? It was aimed towards Ronaldo. Germany stand firm. Guerrero to take the throw. Renato Sanchez is available. Diogo Jota's very much up and about. Renato Sanchez. The little ball into Guerrero once more. Rafa Silva wasn't far away. Here's Ronaldo. Brilliantly done. Rudiger clearing for Germany.
Fabulous.
And they are buoyed by that second goal, no doubt.
Fully intend to really commit to trying to get back into this now. Portugal, you can tell. So Germany got to be a bit mindful of that, but there will be other opportunities, I think, for Germany to add to their tally too, because Portugal are going to go for it.
Some game.
Yep.
Players having a cooling break. Quick timeout. What is a very hot day, very hot early evening in Munich. A chance to just regroup. As well as coach Santos for Portugal. They've just got a little bit of a foothold back in the game at 4-2.
They have. They just lost their concentration on that free kick, the German defenders there, and they just allowed Ronaldo to chase that down, keep it in play and get that second goal.
You can see Hummels there just getting his knees ready for the Hungary match.
That's the Kai Havertz goal, which was very well taken. Gosens' header at the far post.
He deserved a goal today, didn't
Likewise,
he, Gosens?
Yes, he did. I thought his all-round performance was wonderful. Really, really good.
Well, some liquids taken on board by both sets of players. And Anthony Taylor gets us underway once more for what promises to be an absolutely fascinating final 20 minutes. Germany, of course, in a position that they could only have dreamt of at the kick-off.
Yeah.
But Portugal, one goal away from causing great anxiety and a real feeling that the momentum is changing in the game. But changes being made by Jogi Löw shortly.
Goretzka and Schüller looked like they were about to enter the fray. Good to try and keep everybody involved, Simon. You can't underestimate the importance of that. Sometimes players can get a bit despondent if they don't feel like they're getting any game time or really in amongst what's happening out on the field. So it's good to keep everybody alive in that respect.
Silva sending it forward towards Diogo Jota. So Leon Goretzka, who's been out for a little while, he missed the warm-up matches and the opening game through injury. Been quite a notable absentee for Germany in recent weeks. He's now going to come on to replace Kai Havertz, who has had an excellent game.
Yeah. Without that recognised number 9, it's important to get people like Kai Havertz that are getting into those serious areas right in around that 6-yard box, and he did that very well today.
Well, this time he really is coming off Ilkay Gundogan. His number up for the second time, but this time they are taking him off. Mats Hummels in the end went off earlier in the half, but now Gundogan makes way, and Niklas Süle, another one of the Bayern contingent, as is Goretzka, coming onto his home field. Now Süle getting the opportunity to play at Euro 2020 because the tournament was delayed for a year. He was still recovering from a cruciate injury this time last year. Played a reasonable number of the matches in the Bundesliga, started half of them this season, and it's his first taste of this year's tournament.
Yeah, Süle goes straight into those to the one of the 3 central defenders, so as Emre Can now can go back into his more customary midfield position.
Renato Sanchez for Portugal. Interception made by Toni Kroos, important one as well, with Rafa Silva flitting around. The clearance from Neuer fell kindly at the feet of Serge Gnabry. Nudged through by Goretzka towards Gnabry. Coutinho. There's Rafa Silva up against Antonio Rudiger, who wasn't about to let him get past.
He's a competitor, all right, isn't he? Antonio Rudiger, he really is. I think it's a little heavy-handed, that challenge, actually, but I think the ball had already just gone out of play.
Feisty competitor Rudiger, who sometimes plays quite close to the line. Note his nibble of Paul Pogba the other day in the opening match. Germany venturing forward once more. They were looking for Goretzka. Guerrero. Ronaldo. 15 minutes to go. Coutinho, good running by Nelson Semedo. He's got Rafa Silva nearby. Ronaldo looks very frustrated in the middle there momentarily that it didn't quite move as quickly as he might have liked.
He wanted Nelson Semedo just to put that ball in there. As a striker, when you make a run in the box, Simon, you want that ball absolutely at the optimum moment. The defender there just decided to rethink it, and the chance was gone.
Coutinho sending it forward. Rudiger ahead of Rafa Silva. Neuer to Goretzka. This is Müller. Goretzka will chase, but the pass afforded Pepe the opportunity to get there first. Danilo with the initial pass forward. Diogo Jota chasing hard. Kimmich. Emre Can. Kroos. That's Renato Sanchez with a lovely flick into Rafa Silva. Diogo Jota. He was trying to send it out wide. There's going to be a free kick here for Portugal and a yellow card for that challenge. Matthias Ginter.
Yeah, that all stemmed from Toni Kroos giving the ball away a little bit cheaply, and Ginter quite rightly getting a yellow card for that challenge there on Diogo Jota.
Here's Ruben Diaz. Danilo. Pepe sends it long up towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Can with the chance to get it away for Germany. That's Coutinho snapping at his heels. And it was worth the effort, as it turns out.
It's a good play that from João Coutinho. Forced a mistake out of Emre Can. Germany again unnecessarily giving themselves more problems.
Coutinho going to Renato Sanchez, who fires a shot in. Whoa, slams against the post. What a shot from Renato Sanchez, and what a let off for Germany.
Do you know, Manuel Neuer never even moved. He didn't even see that. That was a thumping strike from Renato Sanchez. He's so unlucky there.
That's how close Germany were to being in a bit of a state of panic.
And the objective for the German team now, keep the ball, keep it, but they casually keep handing it back to Portugal or making unnecessary mistakes. You just need to settle down. They've got loads of experience in there, the likes of Kroos, the likes of Emre Can, Thomas Müller. Keep the ball.
What a cracking effort that was from Renato Sanchez.
Hit that so true, so hard. That post, I think, is still rattling now.
Here's Rudiger, who had such a terrific second half of the season, culminating in that Champions League final victory for Chelsea over Manchester City. Kimmich. Germany with more of the play. As in the opening match against France, this time they've been able to do more with it. Here's Niklas Süle. Not long on the field. Kroos.
That's better possession from them. Just trying to drag those red shirts under the ball. And they'll be a little lucky there.
Thomas Müller goes down, and as Germany were looking for a free kick. But it's at the feet of Ronaldo. Coutinho tries to send it into the penalty area. Müller gets the ball back. It was Goretzka, the player who went down a few moments ago. Here he is in possession. Now Müller. Looking to manage the game as well as they possibly can for the final 9 minutes or so. Into Gnabry. Good possession for Germany. It was Hulstenberg. Emre Can switching the play. Leap required by Müller, but it has gone over the line on the far side. Well, Renato Sanchez so close to bringing it back to 4-3.
What a strike.
It even looks quick on the slow motion.
It's a brilliant effort, that really is. It's been hit so hard. Very, very unlucky.
Silva hasn't given up the chase. Really good play from him. Great work. Coutinho, João Coutinho into Renato Sanchez, and Guerrero joining in the attack. 8 minutes to go. Danilo lets it run. That didn't work out quite so well. And now suddenly Portugal are chasing back. It's Leon Goretzka. He's going to have a go himself. He shaves the top of the crossbar.
Yeah, 3-on-2 there, weren't they? So when you got the ball like Leon Goretzka had it there, it's just about giving the pass at the right moment or striding forward yourself and taking the shot. He did the latter. Just got underneath it a little too much.
Well, Diogo Jota, who scored the second goal for Portugal, being replaced by Andre Silva, and Germany's players will know all about him. He plays for Eintracht Frankfurt and scored 28 goals in the Bundesliga this season in 32 matches. Kroos. Portugal just can't get hold of it at the moment. Guerrero. Ruben Dias. Less than 7 minutes remaining.
just whether they can create one good situation, Portugal, to maybe find one more goal, which would really unsettle Germany and just give them some hope.
Well, it'd set up a cliffhanger of a finish, wouldn't it?
Really would. Not going to be easy. Germany now very much happy to hang on to what they have.
And to try and catch Portugal on the break, and Kroos goes down under the challenge of Nelson Semedo.
I think they're happy to take free kicks like that, Simon. Now break the game up, start it, get a breather, get organised.
It's been the perfect response, hasn't it, from Germany today?
It has. Very, very good. Really good, especially to go one down so early in the game. And first real attack Portugal had, they scored after a really impressive start from Germany's, and that could have shook them. That could have really jolted them and prevented them from playing with any confidence, but to their credit, they didn't let it affect them at all. They just got on with the job and then very quickly established their supremacy, got in front and have never really looked back.
Emre Can losing his way somewhat as Rafa Silva tries to send the ball forward. Will be a throw in for Portugal here. Germany at the moment heading for their 5th straight win against Portugal. All of those matches have come at major tournaments, at the World Cup in 2006 and 2014, and at the Euro in 2008 and 12. Portugal's last win against Germany was also at the Euro, but it was 21 years ago. Does look as if Danilo's okay after that collision with Thomas Müller.
Just a bump of the head, but hopefully Danilo's okay. This is the Goretzka effort where he, number 3-on-2, he had options to right and left, took the shot himself and just, as you said, grazed the top of the bar.
Well, rather sums it up from a Portuguese point of view. It's been hard work for the champions today.
It has. Danilo doesn't want to go off. I think Anthony Taylor, the referee, wants to make sure that everything's okay and he must go off and receive some treatment and come back on.
Talking of coming on, Leroy Sané's waiting to take his bow. And Sané, who came off the bench in the first game, will do the same shortly, with Danilo just receiving a final couple of checks before he re-enters the fray, and Serge Gnabry is the player to be replaced here.
Played well today. It was a real threat today, Serge Gnabry. Liked his performance, and I'm sure his teammates did too. Always looked very dangerous. It's going to be interesting, the final set of fixtures, Simon, now. I mean, Portugal, having won their first game, and when they were 1-0 up here early in the match, I thinking they're in a really strong position.
Yeah, what a game for them against France in Budapest. Hungary travelling to take on Germany in Munich. Here's Nelson Semedo for Portugal. The really important block made by Niklas Süle.
Yeah, good challenge. Excellent challenge from Süle, across very well to deny Nelson Semedo. We've made up some good ground.
João Moutinho to take this. 100% concentration required at the back by the German team as Goretzka heads the ball away. Renato Sanchez has it once more. And his delivery to the far post is met by Pepe, who sends it right across the goal.
I don't think Pepe can get above that to head that on target. I think he's always struggling to reach that, so he's just trying to cushion that back. He just can't take any pace off the delivery.
Portugal are still plugging away here. Guerreiro sends it in. That was an easy header away, though, for Ginter. Now Nelson Semedo once more. over a minute remaining of the 90 minutes. Rafa Silva. Way towards Sane. Fernando Santos survives that attempted pull back there by Halstenberg.
He's probably going to get a yellow card. They will do for that reaction. Fernando Sanchez, he's a little frustrated, and I think he was impeded initially.
Well, he was, wasn't he, by Halstenberg?
He had his shirt pulled. It wasn't spotted, and he then gets a bit frustrated with that. There you go. That's what they didn't see.
It's Ronaldo now. I'll tell you what else nobody saw. 4-2 scoreline for Germany with just injury time ahead of us.
Certainly not a one down as well. You know, it's been a big effort from the German team today, and they had to produce. They were under pressure going into this. Whoops, that's a collector's item. Yeah, really impressive performance from them. I think they showed lots of determination, good quality, patience and composure at the top of the field when they needed to.
Kroos finding Sane. Started well and they responded well, having conceded the opening goal after a quarter of an hour. Here's Rudiger. And now Goretzka is away from Pepe. Halstenberg into Leroy Sané. Danilo makes the block and it's blasted some distance high and wide by Halstenberg. Well, I'm sure he's feeling happier than he looks as he sits there.
He'd be very pleased with what he's seen from his players today.
Concerned, Fernando Santos.
They never really got to grips with the shape of the German team in the first half, Portugal. Felt that Gosens and Kimmich, they were always in good advanced positions, and Germany were able to find them consistently. They were creating chances, and Portugal never really matched it, got to grips with it and dealt with it.
Rafa Silva gets the free kick there. He's looked lively since coming on.
He's sharp, isn't he? Yeah.
Played well the other day off the bench as well. Collected now by Andre Silva. Back into Nelson Semedo. Here's Pepe. Blocked by Muller. Much to the delight of the crowd. All action as ever, Thomas Muller.
Thomas Muller, he is.
Characterful presence in Germany's squad. That was easy for Neuer. Oh, what a day it's been in Munich for Germany. What a comeback following the disappointment of their opening game defeat to the world champions France, when they were beaten only by 1-0, but actually they were firmly held at arm's length, and they were a little fortunate perhaps with a couple of opportunities, a couple of goals that were chalked off for France in the second half. It could have been worse. They struggled to create anything, Germany, in their first match. But this has been much more like it, a mightily impressive response. Rudiger losing his way though, and Cristiano Ronaldo ventures forward into Andre Silva. Big block by Ginter as the ball goes behind, but Germany suddenly found themselves under pressure there.
Again, Toni Kroos it was who carelessly conceded possession to Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Andre Silva in a shooting position. Good block that from Ginter, important one.
João Moutinho Sends it across, met by Ruben Diaz. Muller is there. Andre Silva stretching, Halstenberg too. Everyone's claiming it. There goes the final whistle. The highest scoring game of the tournament so far, so much to enjoy, particularly from a German perspective. They needed a big performance. Joachim Löw needed his team to come up with a big performance, and they most certainly did. Cristiano Ronaldo put the champions ahead after a quarter of an hour. That was a wonderful counter-attacking goal, but it wasn't a sign of things to come. 2 own goals in the space of 5 minutes before half-time had Germany ahead. Then second-half goals from Kai Havertz and Gosens gave them a 4-1 lead. A glimmer of hope afforded by a goal from Diogo Jota. But it wasn't to be. Portugal have been beaten in Munich by Germany 4-2.
When you pay your credit card bills on Cred, you earn Cred coins. Use them to claim cashback and rewards. I know this sounds ridiculous.
It's like saying Rahul Dravid has anger issues.
Hey! That doesn't mean you can overtake. Come, man, come. You come. Could have gone straight and taken it.
Here's a secret. You can pay your credit card bills on Cred and earn Cred coins. Use them to claim cashback and rewards. Here's another secret. Jackie loves Zumba.
There you go.
Here's what you said last month.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Acco.
कार इंश्योरेंस पे 0 कमीशन,
तभी प्रीमियम एकदम कम। खजूर समझाएगा बिड़ू।
तो ऐप चेक कर लेना बिड़ू।
0 commission on Acco.
अरे बॉस।
इंडिया मान लो, Acco ऐप चेक कर लो।
गाइस, इस बार कौन जीतेगा?
डिफेंस देखिए इनकी,
अटैक देखिए सामने वाली टीम की।
राहुल, तुम अपना गेम खेलो।
And the refs awarded a free kick in the last minute.
दिल से खेलो with Betway. डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ। इस खेल में फाइनेंशियल रिस्क शामिल है और इसकी आदत लगना भी संभव है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Download NeoX and open your savings bank account in 100 seconds.
You only live once, so follow your wanderlust and chase every dream you have. Because when you can go anywhere and do anything, living just once is more than enough. The all-new Wrangler, a legend evolved.
Nothing surprises Max, except for the performance delivered by 5-in-1 formula of Castrol Power One Ultimate. Castrol Power One Ultimate, performance that surprises.
To be Bitcoin, Isn't it complicated?
पता है फुटबॉल इतना पॉपुलर क्यों है? क्योंकि कोई भी खेल सकता है. Buying Bitcoin is as simple.
Seriously?
Yes. All you need is WazirX, India का Bitcoin exchange.
शॉट मारा छोटे.
कार इंश्योरेंस पे